Oh yeah, sorry, I'm late. Yeah, I was just so disorganized with everything. Yeah, just so disorganized. Yeah, nobody in the room right now. That's all right. I don't mind. I don't mind being by myself. Sometimes I'd rather be by myself because it's more privacy that way. Sure, it is. It's more privacy. It's much funner sometimes. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. Okay. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Now we're in business. We're in business now. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. We are in business. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, get rid of that little arrow for a while. Oh boy. I just hope all you invisible people are happy. Sometimes it's better to be invisible. It really is. It's much better being an invisible guest, you know. 'Cause sometimes the human beings, some can be a bother. Yeah, that's my breathing. Excuse me. Yeah. Hello, whoever you are. Welcome. It's always nice. Hey, Harry Kane, how you doing? All right. Yeah. So what's going on in these days in whatever state you live in or country or planet or something, or yeah. Well, right now, well, I think I'm still on planet Earth unless if I there's two extra people. Welcome there, my friends. Okay, one male and one. No, there's. Oh yes, yeah, West Virginia. Oh yeah, yeah. It's pretty warm in Minnesota. Oh, okay, Dave. I cut it up. No, clean my plate. It's like my papa would say, either clean your plate. Yeah, that's been pretty warm in Minnesota where I'm at, between 40 and 50 degrees, and almost all the snow is gone. Yeah, almost all the snow is gone. Yeah, that's just strange for Minnesota. Because usually right now in February, it'd be about near 0 degrees right now. It's Fahrenheit, of course, near zero right now. But this year we got a warmer weather. I guess it has well, I guess the disadvantage is it's not good for the soil for the farmers or something, unless they get some modern ways to take care of the soil, you know. Because I mean, what people don't understand, well, we do, but there's people that don't. That yes, certain climates we need snow and we need winter. We need it. There's some places that don't need it. Well, they're not supposed to have it actually. And then you have your stowaways over the years from other countries. The fire ants came from the Amazon. They came to the United States through the southern parts, like in the state of California and stuff like that. Yeah, that's true. Snow puts nitrogen in the soil. Yeah. Yes, it does. Yeah. Yeah. It's it's going to be interesting. We'll have to see what happens because we don't want food shortages. Because worse than fuel shortages is food shortages. fuel shortages, people have to use their feet more, and they'll grumble and they can't drive and all that good stuff. But food shortages is worse. Yeah, people are more likely to do weird things, Just think, let's assume that the food disappeared and then the animal life, see, would disappear too, of course, without the food. Humans would be cannibals then, and then all the humans would be gone. All humans will say, a lot of them, oh, I'd never be cannibals. No, people will when they're hungry. Yeah, people will when they're hungry. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, that's what's the disadvantages of trade with ships and stuff over the years. The invasive species came in and took over. Yeah, that's what happens. Yeah, well, now I'm kind of feeling better now. I'm kind of getting up in the air again. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I know you folks aren't into sports, but you want to hear something real crazy I've read? A pitcher named Blake Snell turned down a 5-year, $150 million contract for the New York Yankees. Isn't that crazy? Turned down a contract like that? If I could pitch a baseball, 5-year, $150 million, let me sign, man. I'll sign quick as I can for that much money. It was all guaranteed, too. All it was guaranteed. Guaranteed $150 million and say no? That's pretty funny, isn't it? It's pretty darn funny. And then the baseball revenue is drying up. A lot of TV contracts are going away. Attendance is still not good. Well, they did speed the game up, but people like other things better now. You got the social media stuff, and yeah, there was a time before social media and when TV was barely invented. Yeah, well, baseball back then was exciting. Got to go to the game today. We got to run to the game. Yeah, we got to get there. Let's go, Christensen. Yeah, imagine that 5-year, $150 million contract, and he turned it down for the Yankees. I'll sign it. If I could pitch, give me that contract. I'll sign the dumb thing. Trouble is, I can't pitch. Oh, thank you, Dave. Thank you. Yeah, I've had this shirt for, my goodness, almost 10 years, actually. Had it for a long time. I think this was one of those shirts where I think when I bought it from the thrift shop, it must have been one of those real old shirts where they used to take care of things. But nowadays, in most clothes, as we know, they don't last very long. Yeah, it's like that junky TV tray over there. I just use that for putting stuff on, like my car book. Yeah, and oh yeah, that's the thing. You go to thrift shops, you ever see that old stuff? Like you see a lamp like that, grab it. Might as well. That was sitting for 3-4 months. It was like $12. Let's see, it was like $12. I asked the lady at the Salvation Army, I said, does this work, ma'am? She said, yes. I said, I'll tell you what, I'll take your word for it. I paid for it. She could look kind of mad at me. I don't know. Usually in most thrift shops, you can turn stuff on and it works. But I think in the Salvation Army, they had a sign, no turning stuff on, no plugging in stuff and turning it on. So that was some rule on the wall. And I took my chance, and good thing that lamp over there works. Yeah, that's I say I like this older stuff better than the new stuff that they got out now. Yeah, like this chair I bought at Office Max, or what was it, 2.5 years ago. Oh, that pile of junk. Paid like $129 for that dumb thing. He's a piece of junk. Piece of junk. And this table I got too, it's falling apart. Oh yeah, my friend Mike in the '80s, he bought a army table, I think, from a secondhand store. Um, yeah, he asked me, "Hey Randy, how much is it cost these days for the army table that I got?" Oh, that's true, Harry. They don't make it like they used to. I looked it up. $1,500 in mint condition. I doubt this table's in mint condition, but even in good condition, that'll probably bring you 400 or 500. Oh yeah, those army tables, like the way Mike described it, they'll last forever. You probably drop it 10 feet in the air and it won't break. Well, I wouldn't try it, but you don't want to damage the sidewalk. City make us pay for it, of course. Don't want that because city workers will charge you more than it's worth, and well, you break the law, and you pay for it, as they say. Yeah, that's what they say when a person breaks the law. You pay for it one way or another. Yeah. Oh man, just excuse me. Just my breath. Just my old breath, just taken away. Well, I know one thing. A while back, what was it? Yeah, I bought this at Walmart clearance Band-Aid hurt-free stuff. I put on my ankle. It was all swelling with a Band-Aid, and it actually worked. It made the healing swell down. I didn't use much of it. Yeah, sometimes I'll just happen to buy stuff on clearance and stuff, especially like that. And when you need it, it's great that it's there. Yeah, it's one thing you always have to have at your home. Always have Band-Aids and always have ointments and stuff like that. And always have an ice pack. Always have those things. I mean, I know people that don't, and when it's an emergency, they cry loud. Ah, yeah, that's what they do. Yeah, the poppy ankle. Oh no. The left ankle. Oh, oh, oh. I can't. This is the one. Yeah, it's getting better. So no, that's that one that always does that. Done it ever since I was a kid. It was just weird. Did that since I was a kid. Then it got worse after I fell in the flume and RDO in Park Rapids when I was working during the summertime. Some idiot turned off the lights, and as I was walking, I split between the boards in this one culvert where the potatoes go through, and screwed my ankle up worse. I should have taken unemployment at the time. I didn't. Too proud, and once I quit, they stabbed me in the back. Oh well, that's the way it goes. People, you do stuff for people. You do nice things for people. Sometimes people will stab you in the back. Yeah, they'll stab you in the back. That's what they do. Yeah, that's all right. It happens. Stuff happens a lot. Yeah, that's for sure. Oh yes, here's a tip for everybody. Whatever you do, when you eat French fries, never. I don't know. Maybe I said that before. Never eat French fries like in bars, dive bars especially, or never eat them in dive bars, because if you ever notice when you see discolored French fries or say there's like black in it, it means it's bad. Hey, Turtle Dove. I like that name, Turtle Dove. Reminds me of Shelley Marsh saying Turtle Dove in South Park. Oh, you know Dave, huh? Where do you find these people, Dave? Where do you find these people? Yeah. Oh man, oh man. Yeah, no, I'm kind of feeling better now. Having this kind of feels better, you know. Yeah, with the crazy stuff going around. Oh, you told. Oh, yeah. Oh, cool. Oh, well, thank you, Dave. Yeah, I'm just one of those people. Long story short, I've been through a lot of negatives in life all the way back since childhood. And like I said before, there were some people who used to tell me, you know, hey, Randy, I'm surprised you never gone to prison or caused trouble. And I just tell them, hey, I want to be friends with the honest people because I can't stand dishonest people like criminals because I've been victims of crime by the criminals too, just like some of you have. As far as criminals are concerned, that's my finger for them. That's my finger for the criminals, ones that steal from people, children, babies, stores, banks too. I mean, okay, I know there's people out there who say, "Oh, who cares about banks? Who cares about Wells Fargo and all that?" Well, it's still stupid. Well, okay, Wells Fargo's done a lot of bad things, but still, stealing isn't right no matter what. Yeah, stealing isn't right. I mean, stealing isn't right when some of these poor middle class people say, "Oh, these people have money. I'm sure they're not going to care if their $75,000 vehicle got totaled." Well, they should. Doesn't matter if they're billionaires. It should they should care. And they do care. Yeah, they do care. Yeah, that's that saying. I've grown up with some people that were very nice, and when they turned to adults, they started stealing and fighting and ending up in jails and prisons. I'm sitting thinking, this person, that person, what? Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it. Yeah, yeah. Ouch. Ooh. Ah, that's my right ankle again. Doing that snapping thing. Yeah, just likes to snap every now and then. Yeah, yeah. That's my snapping thing every now and then. Yeah, sometimes when I forget to do my tag words, I do this. Yeah. Oh, Mike's cat. Yeah, she's doing. Yeah, she's doing all right. He hasn't mentioned about when to come over to his place or anything yet. I think he's. I think right now he's kind of busy with things. Like taking care of his house, taking care of his plant, keeping a close eye on it and stuff. He doesn't want to make mistakes when he like grows his plant. The proper lighting and all that. See, his dad used to own a nursery, yeah, near Mankato, and get this, they were still open when Walmart was around, even when Walmart used to have overflow with business. Well, yeah, he has like one plant, but it sprouts. He gets a lot. Yeah, he gets like these seeds from like California. They're like $15 a piece. Yeah. Oh yeah, they're excellent seeds. Um, I I don't know much about plants, but Mike is doing it right. He knows his plants because his father used to own Evanville Nursery out near Mankato. And then his father died, his mother retired. His brother runs it now, and yeah, Mike is saying about his brother getting something like that going. I said, well, is he gonna get some brownies or gummies going? Because I said I'd buy some from him if he does. And Mike says, I don't know. I kind of doubt it. He says, and I said, okay. I mean, they know more about the business than I do, so they know more about it than I do. I mean, they're not gonna like do stuff for my benefit or anything. They're doing it to make money, which is fine, you know. Yeah, yeah, it's come a long way, since years ago where it was illegal in all states, and Colorado was the first. Yeah, and then they went by cities and counties. Then they made the whole state legal, and then after a while, other states were following along. And yeah, let's see. Okay, I'll say I'll look. Okay, let's see. All right, we'll see. Okay, yeah. Okay, it's illegal in Wisconsin, Iowa, Nebraska, Wyoming, Idaho, Kansas, Indiana, Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and Texas. Yeah, just yeah, yeah. I just asked, but well, okay. Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, there's 12 states that are illegal. Yeah, and I knew Montana was going to be legal for sure. I knew Montana would be. Because a lot of those people, when they're out in the middle of nowhere, they like to fly around with their cattle out on the ranch. Oh, Montana. Oh, yeah. Okay. Cool. So they get the medical license thing going. Well, that's a step. It'll be legal eventually, I'm sure. I'm sure it will be. Because, Texas, they want to, get into the money part, because they should. I mean, as big of a state as that, and all those big cities they have there, Dallas, Houston, San Antonio, um, Austin, um, El Paso, a lot of big cities in Texas. A lot of big cities, a lot of small towns. Yeah, yeah, you got a lot of that. Yep. Second biggest state next to Alaska. Oh, yeah, Alaska was one of the first that made it legal, of course. Yeah, that was. Let's see now. I'll relook. Yep, it's legal. Yep. Let's see. Missouri and Illinois is legal, so is Michigan and Minnesota. Yeah, yeah. So I guess, Dave, if you want to go to a legal state, you'll have to. Oh, would I marry an Eskimo? Yeah, I marry a lady if she's beautiful. Race doesn't matter to me, really. Race doesn't matter. I'd rather date or marry a pretty looking lady from another race than an ugly, skunky looking thing that's saying, "Hey, Mr. Quadrillion, hello, well, welcome, welcome." Yeah, yeah. I'm just kind of flying around tonight to, yeah, I clean my plate. For myself, okay, to be honest with you, I can't trap or kill animals for myself. I can't, but if someone else wants to do it, they can. I'd probably cut it and clean it. I'll do that as long as it's dead. And I'll wash the dishes. But when it comes to just killing the animals, I can't do that. But I have nothing against hunting or anything. Hunting should be legalized, and I mean, I don't do it personally, but you know, you got to balance certain animals out there. I mean, without hunting, deer would override in Minnesota. Okay, without hunting, the wild pigs would definitely override. Yeah, those wild pigs. I mean, yeah, wild pigs are even worse than even the bears and the cougars, because the wild pigs, I've heard, they attack you no matter what. That's what I've heard. That'd be scary, something like a wild pig. A nice big dog will take care of it. Yeah, that's the way it is. A lot of the Eskimos these days, though, they live in town like everybody else, you know, and a lot of the Eskimo way of life is almost vanishing. So people want to join the modern world more or less, you know. I mean, my ancestors, I'm sure they hunted and all that in Norway and France. And I guess my ancestors were lucky they were alive. Because there's a lot of people back then from way back that died in wars and stuff. A lot of people. Imagine that. Our ancestors survived, and here we are today, yapping on the internet. I mean, I'm doing the yapping, and you're doing the talking in the chat. Yeah. Just think our ancestors went through so much. Our ancestors. Yeah. That's something to think about. And here's us today. Yeah, those of you who've stopped by, welcome. Let's see what the vote is this far. 5 votes. Let's see. 3 males and 2 females. Yep. 3 males and 2 females. It seems like every time I do my show, it's 3 males and 2 females. Yeah. Oh, now it's 3-3. Okay. Now we're even. Now the score is even. Oh, wait a minute. Now it's one more male, 57-43. So let's see, that'll be. Yeah. Yeah. Good evening, ladies, wherever you are. I say, don't be shy. Our gentlemen don't hurt. We all take our time. We're not gonna, talk dirty to you or nothing like that. Ladies have nothing to worry about, because then they reported on us and we'd be in trouble. It's like those clowns last year at this time that tried to shut down my YouTube channel. I told on all 28 of them. I told on all of them. They didn't know I know how to tell. Easy to do. Easy to do on YouTube chat. Easy to do. Yep. And like I say, as far as those clowns are concerned, I never heard from them again. You don't see them on the street. Nope. They all hide behind a different account because they're all scared. They're all overweight, dining on the potato chips and the cola drinks. That's the way they are. Most of them are ugly. Most of them are ugly. Either ugly and jealous. Ugly and jealous people. Yeah. Ugly and jealous. Yeah. And if you're new subscribers, thank you very much. I've been getting a lot of new subscribers lately, and it's very nice. Thank you, new subscribers. Yeah. And I never dreamed I'd get this many subscribers in my life. Never dreamed it. I thought when I hit 200, I thought it was. I just can't help it. See, Dave, I'm showing the people that sometimes I have this condition where I barf. yeah, it's stuff I can't really help. Let's see now. See, that's my famotidine. Once a day. It keeps me from totally barfing. I got to take that once a day. Plus, as you know, I got to use that every night so I can sleep. It's weird. So what that means is I can't go on a deserted island by myself for 2 weeks ever again. It's weird. And oh, I got acid reflux, and I got to where I can't sleep. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, I have a bad sleep thing, and yeah, and of course I'm usually overweight because I like to eat food from time to time. I mean, yeah, I do cook from scratch sometimes, but cooking from scratch takes a lot of time. You know, especially when you're peeling potatoes, that takes a lot of time. Because I'm the type of guy, you want to make sure it's all nice and peeled and nice and clean. Of course, you soak them in water first to get rid of the dirt, and then you clean them out, and then you cut onions, and onions make you cry and stuff. And you get garlic taken out by hand, you dig it with your fingernails, and sometimes the fingernails will just feel weird and stuff like that. Yeah, well, you can buy the minced garlic, but the minced garlic in the stores, they want a lot of money. They want like, I don't know, $2.25 for a small jar, about $4.50 for a large one. Very expensive if you want garlic already chopped. You know, it's called Spice World. Yeah, Spice World minced garlic, as I recall. Yeah, very expensive. But if people have money and want to pay for it, I mean, cool. And it helps the employees that work in a particular company, have jobs, and they can cut spice. I mean, excuse me. I mean, cut garlic. So that's cool. That's actually cool. And the one that invented Spice World made a lot of money, just like that lady Annie Chun's. The old Annie Chun's that I used to buy, it had that lady's picture in it. This Korean lady. Yeah, she sold out to some food conglomerate, and now she kicks the feet up. Yeah, now she kicks the feet up. See, Connie's sister. Oh, oh yeah, yeah. Connie Chung. Oh, Connie Chung. No. I get it. I get it. I get it. Okay. Um, I don't think they're sisters really, but well, they're both rich, and between those two, see, if I was dating, I'd rather take Annie Chun, of course, because I'd be more interested in her noodle bowls than Connie Chun news talk, because I just don't like to talk about politics myself. That's not me. There's people that like talk about politics, and that's fine. Wherever where they want to talk about it, But I just want to stay out of it. I want to stay out of it. It's safer. You go on the street, you go in the wrong part of town, talk about a different party, and people just jump you these days. If you're in the wrong part of town, talk about a particular political party. It's like Wadena, Minnesota, when those two young activists were across the street from the smokehouse. One guy comes up to him with his camera and was being an agitator. I was almost going to do that video there that day, but I changed my mind. I'm glad he did it because I didn't have to. Yeah, and Wadena that day, a bunch of these people had those horses riding in town. Man, that must have been about 75 to 100 horses riding right in town. Oh, yeah, the city gave him a permit. They gave him a permit. Made a deal with that smokehouse restaurant. Yeah, that used to be a Chinese place at one time, but it went broke. And the smokehouse place took over, and it was like, I think over 10 years ago, and he's done fine. It's hard to it's hard for a business to do successful in Wadena, because Wadena is generally a poor town economically. It's poor in the most parts. Yeah, it's kind of a poor town. Plus, when tourists come, they go to other towns besides Wadena. They usually go to Park Rapids or Detroit Lakes or Alexandria or Brainerd. That's where they usually go. Sauk Center is an ideal town for people to stop because it's right by the Highway 94 with a 4-lane freeway going 65. Sometimes traffic really builds up over there. If your town has like a 4-lane freeway with a lot of traffic, your town's going to do well. Chances are. At least they got the 4-lane highway to go from Detroit Lakes all the way to, let's see, yeah, the part of Wadena. Yeah, they built a 4-lane, let's see, 2-lane with 2 vehicles in each lane. Yeah, that's right. They did that at Wadena. Yeah. Yeah, I remember it now. Yeah. Woo. Yeah, it's just, ooh. I am just feeling so good tonight. Feeling so good tonight. Huh. Yeah, it's just weird. It's just 5 in the room and you're the only one here, Dave. It's just weird. Weird. I don't know. I think the YouTube counter needs fixing. I think the YouTube counter needs fixing. Yeah, that needs fixing really bad. It really does. It really does, yeah. Oh, you're here. Cool. Oh, okay. There's 3 people here. Okay. Yeah, it says in the thing that Dave is the only one in the room. It was just so weird. And it says like 5 people up there. Yeah, that's Google and YouTube. They spend all that money. They brag how great they do all the time. They can't fix something like that. Thank goodness they don't own GM, Ford, or Chrysler, because if they did, they'd make them go broke. Here, have the Google people. Hey, there's an idea. Have the Google people run General Motors. I bet they'd run them to the ground. You'd probably put in accurate speedometers in the vehicles and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, Google's ideal vehicles and probably think, oh, let's build one like the Yugo and let's make it dependable like the Yugo. That's what the Google people would think, They'd say, oh, make it dependable like the Yugo. Yeah. 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 Oh, you're champs. You're the champs. Yeah. Yep. You're the champions. You're the champions. Yep. Yeah. Ooh, man. Yeah, I did that Okay, I'll explain about the barf video since Dave brought it up. I will explain it. See, unlike other people where they force themselves to barf for YouTube, I didn't force myself to barf. See, when I was eating, you see, it was building up and I barfed it. And then I showed you the thing. You could tell the difference between forced barf and not forced. That is not forced because I don't like barfing. Because before I took that famidine, I used to barf every day. I wouldn't even before when I used to eat in Central Market in Detroit Lakes, eat all this delicious food, and go blah, blah, blah. I just got barfing and barfing and barfing and barfing, but barf, barf, barf. After a while, I had to bring my food home. Sometimes I had to pull my car over before I barfed. Yeah, I have to find the nearest railroad tracks and pull the side and start barfing. That was weird. Yeah, it was kind of embarrassing. Huh. So after a while, I just put it in my cooler and took it home. That's what I did. I just took it home. Yeah, yeah, I just took it home. Yeah. Oh man, it just. Man, ooh, again. Yeah. Yeah, 2024 is already getting better for me than 2023. It's already getting better. Nobody attacking me. No backstabbing this far. That's good. Yeah, I think 2024 is going to be better. Of course, last year at this time, I had that Park Avenue that was barely limping. So I finally got rid of it. I could have taken it to the auto crusher and got more money, but then my sister kept saying, "Oh, I'll take it to the dealer, take it to the dealer," and got $100. Probably could have got 300 at least. So I took it to the thing, weighed it, and crushed it. You know, when you weigh, sometimes when you go to those metal recycling places, you know, they'll pay you by the pound, and of course you're going to get more than $100 when they weigh it when they pay you by the pound, depending on how much metal is. God, I remember what was it? See, last year, okay, junk the car was 2022. God, I think one time was like 2015 when I went to the Wadena metal recycling place. Yeah, here's this guy. He says, "Oh, if you want, you can offer your car and pay for the metal." I just thought to myself, dude, my car hardly is rust. I'm just going to keep driving the thing. Yep, there's only three owners in that Park Avenue, and I was the last one. And after that, the vehicle went to the junkyard. Yep, I went to the junkyard. Not junkyard, excuse me. To the crusher. Crush the metal. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's so many Park Avenues out there. I mean, they're a dime a billion, you know. So oh yeah, I've seen some people, they look real sad. I'm just yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, like I said though, is the biggest weakness of the Park Avenue its weak interior. The leather rips. Yeah, plastic, it'll break. Then after a while, that the temperature gauges, that was disappearing on me. And after that lady hit me in Highway 22, my car like started scraping. I wish I would have filmed that, but I forgot. I wish I would have filmed it, but I forgot about that. I didn't cover everything in my car, though. I should have, but I didn't think about it. You know, yeah, I should have. I forgot to explain the backseat cup holders. They were excellent too. I mean, that's one thing about the Park Avenue, the excellent cup holders. For those that love to take their drinks with them to the vehicles, you could bring a large, huge cup with a bunch of liquid in it, and ice, and cup holders will never break. That was the weirdest thing. Almost everything else in the Park Avenue breaks except the stupid cup holder. Whoever knew, huh? Small glove compartment, very small trunk. Yeah, every time I open the trunk, everybody look and say, "Oh, that's a small trunk you got in your Park Avenue, Randy." I said, "Yeah." They said, "Gee, I thought it looks a lot bigger from the outside." I said, "Yeah." Grand Marquis, huge trunk. Plus, it's a full tire instead of a little spare that's like underneath. And of course, when I have the trunk, I bought a blanket at the thrift shop to put underneath. I always use blankets underneath to keep the trunk nice. I always use blankets. Yeah, I had to pay $6 for a blanket at the thrift shop. $6. I mean, blankets have went up in price. Yeah, blankets have went up in price over the years. Yeah, well, before when you used to get blankets, you could get it for almost nothing. Yeah. No, I always buy my blanket. Well, I don't need blankets. I have my parents' old blankets from years ago, so this is one of them. All right, yeah, I think. Or did somebody make that? No, I don't know. Well, anyways, that's blankets as old as I am. That's laying on the bed, and so is this one. Oh yeah, this one's very old. Probably older than me. The blanket underneath it. Yeah, yeah. You just go to the laundromat and wash in cold water, and of course you had to put it in the dryer. Yeah, nice and warm. Nice and warm. Uh, Electric blanket. Yeah, no, did I? I used to have a heating pad. Let's see. I had an electric. My grandmother had an electric blanket from Sears. It was back in the 50s. But fortunately, when we moved, the family moved out of Wadena. I forgot to take that. Then everything got thrown away. I was going to do one more time for a sweep. Then my sister already called some pickers, whatever the hell they were, and took what's valuable. Took the Sears Craftsman tool set from that was my dad's from 20, 30 years ago. I forgot to take the Craftsman. Yeah, good luck finding that in a thrift shop. As soon as I bet when the craftsmen go to the thrift shop, I bet the people doing the sorting will offer to buy it and take it with them. Those craftsmen, they never break. Those old ones. They said they were indestructible. And at the time, when you had the craftsman, if it breaks, guaranteed replacement for life at the time at Sears. Guaranteed replacement for life. Yeah. Yeah. Nowadays, a lot of the tools are weak too. They're pretty weak now. It's kind of hard to choose what's good and what's bad unless you know what you're doing. Oh yeah, Mike had a friend who died, and he gave me like his friend's old vest. It's one of those modern ones. I took it to the washing machine and washed it, and thing just ripped all over the place. I had to throw it out. One wash, it ripped. There was feathers all over inside the wash tub, and I just thought to myself, "Yep, that's the garbage can." Yeah, Mike kind of felt hurt on that, but I told Mike, I said, well, things happen, Mike. Things happen. I mean, we all have stuff that's ripped. I mean, I have a Caterpillar jacket I bought, my goodness, 10 years ago. Was from Amazon. The zipper kind of got broke, and in one of the pockets is kind of going haywire. I'm still going to get that fixed. I'm going to probably hire one of those sewing places and have them fix it. Hope they can. I don't know. I just have to know the reputation or something. Yeah. 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 Watching like, oh yeah, I hear you. Yeah, those electric blankets. I think now, see if I had an electric blanket, I think I just wipe it with Lysol wipes. They're Lysol wipes. So there's Dawn wipes, but Dawn has a lot more liquid than Lysol. Lysol has about the right amount. Dawn, that's just loaded with liquid, but it works great. Dawn though, I buy both of them. Dawn is usually a buck more. Dawn is usually $1 more per container than Lysol. Yeah, that's one thing about me though is when it comes to products, when the product works, I'll stick with it. I won't try new products unless if the product's going bad, but usually they don't. Well, there was one product. It was called the Swiffer. At first it was like the one sprayer. It always worked fine. Then he changed this two sprayer. Every time I put the bottle in, it never worked. Yeah, I don't know why Swiffer Swift switched to the two sprayer because I had no complaints about the one sprayer at all. No complaints. I thought it was just fine. I didn't get it unless if the public demanded it or something. I don't know. It was weird. Yeah, it was weird. They changed it. Very weird. Oh man. Oh yeah, 7 votes, 4 male, 3 female. Doing great. Doing great. Yeah. Oh boy. I just woo. Yeah. I just take these and just do it in half. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Well, I hope someday whatever state says illegal for the stuff, I hope it's legalized eventually. And there's the timestamp guy. Yeah, there's the little timestamp guy. Still, you have over 1,000 subscribers, timestamp guy, with your timestamping. You're beating me, your timestamp guy. You're beating me in subscribers there, and all you do is timestamp. That's what I should have did. Well, should have thought of it. But I'll just make my lousy videos. That's all I'll do. I'll make my lousy videos. I don't care. I just do it for fun. I just do it for fun. You know. Too many YouTubers, they take their videos seriously. Gotta like, gotta comment, gotta subscribe. I don't even care. So what? What I do is I have categories for it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's just like last year. Okay, when outside of Mankato, you're taking the freeway. Yeah, yeah, you do on this road. Okay, I forgot what it was. You turn right. They had these big potholes. I drove by there. I hit it like twice. I think it wrecked the Park Avenue worse. You know. Yeah, it took them 4 months to fix the pothole. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I saw a YouTube video on that between. Oh God. between Iowa, it was between was Wisconsin or is it Iowa and Illinois or something? They have this one bridge, a very long bridge going across the river. It's just narrow as hell. Oh yeah, and they say the big trucks don't drive through. Then when they do, stuff goes through. Then they keep the same bridge. At least in Minnesota, they'll build bridges that'll hold the trucks and stuff. They have to, because going across the Mississippi River. I mean, the Mississippi River is like pretty long in Minneapolis, stuff like that. Yeah, there's that one time we had that bridge that totally collapsed, and about a lot of people died. Yeah, then they rebuilt the bridge. It took a while, and yeah, oh yeah. Then that was like in Monaga. I was crossing this one real old bridge. It was so old it like had a hole in it. I knew some guys, they were like crossing the bridge. I said, "Come on, Randy, aren't you going to cross that bridge?" I said, "Are you kidding? With a hole in it like this?" I said, "No thanks." I think it was out by Hubbard, Minnesota or something. Out by Shell and Hubbard, out by the Park Rapids, Minnesota area. Yeah, they had this bridge had like a hole. Yeah, it is weird. Oh yeah, yeah, in Minnesota though, for the most part, they do take care of the roads in certain areas, but then sometimes they'll just like patch it up, and then trouble is they'll just let the vehicles through, and then the tar kicks up and kind of wrecks vehicles. If you have a classic car, you'll cry, you know, you'll cry if you have a classic car. Yeah, yeah. As far as classic cars are concerned, whoever has classic cars and can keep them in mint condition, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of all people who can keep their cars in mint condition all those years. Oh yeah, Jay Leno's garage. Jay has a guest on. Yeah, oh yeah, he has like a 1930 Rolls Royce. And the Rolls Royce emblem at the time was red. And I think the next year they changed it to black, and it's been black all that time. A 1930 Rolls Royce. Wow. Oh, I bet that car would be worth, let's see, probably maybe millions. I think that car might be worth millions of dollars, that Rolls Royce. A lot of people, they love Rolls Royce. I like Rolls Royce. Only car on planet Earth that's handmade all the way through. Totally handmade. Yeah, the Rolls Royce. Yeah, good luck getting parts for your Rolls Royce. If it breaks down, God, part prices would be, oh geez. Yeah. No, even if I was a very rich man, I wouldn't want a Rolls Royce. I'd like to have a vehicle where you can get parts easy. Get the parts easy, snap it on, and keep driving. Hey, that's me. See, in order for a person to have a classic vehicle, you got to baby the hell out of it. You got to treat it like an infant and a toddler. Always got to just wow. I mean, I'm proud of anyone who owns a classic vehicle. Seriously. Yeah, I'm proud of them. Huh. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. No, I haven't, Dave. I've been I've played these things. I haven't won in about 2 months. Not even a number right, neither. For crying out loud. Oh, maybe a number right here and there, but it doesn't count. I just buy the Lotto America because your odds are much better. Way better than the Powerball. Yeah, I mean, if a person wins, what, 2.5 million, knock down the taxes, 1.3 million, and then you okay, maybe you get like $1 million or something. Well, that's more than enough. Put your money in, and like a low interest rates in the stock thing, you can go to like Edward Jones or Merrill Lynch or whatever. You can go there and tell them you want to put in the low money market stuff and have it make money. 5-year thing, guaranteed to make money. I mean, why spend money on high risk stocks? You know, why? I don't believe in doing that if you have money like that. But some people do. You got to be either lucky or intelligent to do that. And the ones that make the money when they invest in those stocks, they're the very intelligent ones. Yeah. Yeah. Nope. But I know I'll never win anyway, but as a pipe dream. Oh, yeah, I just put in the low interest rates for like 5 years and like let it grow or something, and then some of it, of course, you keep aside and, never buy an expensive place, just like buy a place out in the country or something. Um, and you got to do some planning, you know. Mail order bride. Where are you going to find this mail order bride for me, Dave? What, in the Philippines? I think in the Philippines, they want me to come there because they want to know you first when you go there. That's how they work in the Philippines. Or in Thailand, or I'm sure Vietnam. I don't know. If I had my choice, I think I'd take the ladies from Vietnam. You ever watch 4K Walking? That guy go down the street, you see those young ladies from Vietnam? You see how pretty they look? Wow. Yeah, I mean, well, they're not jungle ladies exactly, Dave. They're, you know, they live in town. They live in the town of Saigon or Ho Chi Minh. They're not like in the jungle. They're city women. Or, well, if you want the rural women, that's fine. But a lot of the Vietnamese people, you know, well, besides the different diets they have and the different clothing style, they're generally like us, except smaller people, of course, with a different language. So I used to know Vietnamese people myself. They were all right. You know, a lot of people, they'll give them names from the United States. Some people will talk to them like, "Hi, how you doing? How you doing? You do good. You do good." Yeah, they talk their way. They hate that. I always talk to people normal, no matter what language. And yeah, one Vietnamese guy once told me, he says, "You know what I like about you, Randy?" I said, "What?" He says, "You talk to me like everybody. Oh, you talk to all other races." He says, "Some people talk to me like I'm stupid in the United States of America." I said, "Yeah, I know." I said, "I know. I'll just make fun of them for you." He said, "Okay." And sometimes some of those people, I'll just make fun of them. I'll just tell them, "Okay, listen to his language. See if you understand it." And sometimes they'll speak their language. So what do they say? "I don't know." There you go. You're stupid, I'll tell them. That's all I'll tell that person. Yeah. Yeah. No, I just, if you want to, those you want to stick to ladies in your own race, I mean, that's fine. That's cool. I, my friend Hung Vo years ago, that's what he told me too. He'd rather stick with the Vietnamese women. He says, women from other races don't interest me. Hung Vo told me that years ago, and that was cool. That's what he told me. He says, I'll stick with the Vietnamese women. Yeah, that's what he told me. Yeah, so do I. Yeah, so do I. I like all. I like beautiful ladies in all cultures. You know, I like them in all cultures. But then the ladies in some countries, though, unfortunately, they live under dictatorships like North Korea. Yeah, I feel sorry for ladies that live there. Nice ladies, that is, of course. I feel sorry for nice ladies that live in dirt poor countries where their sewer is running in the middle of the street and they reuse sewer water and stuff like that. I feel bad for innocent people that have to go through that. I really do. I really, really do. Yeah, yeah. Years ago, I know there's people that tell me, "How do you know this shit, Randy?" You know, I studied it. I was an ex-racist myself. I hate racism, really. I do. To me, all races are basically equal. It's just the cultures and the language are different. Plus, people live in different parts of the world. Some live in the mountains, some live in a lot of hills, some live in flat land, some live in swampy land. You know, yeah, yeah. Everybody's got a different opinion. That's fine. You know, speaking for myself, I grew up around racism. If I brought anybody but white in the house, my dad would have whipped me. You don't bring anybody but white people over the house. So they're going to steal from us. Boom, boom, boom. My father would just whip me for that. Yeah. Well, back then it was fine. A lot of the neighborhood would say good discipline. Son got to learn his lesson. That's what they'd say. A lot of those racist people in my neighborhood would say that. Sure. But times are different back then. Times are different. Old timers were different. The old people, they were different. They were a lot different. They had predictions back then too. They said the United States of America will either fall apart or the Soviet Union will take over in about 10, 15 years. It never happened. They used to say that where I came from. Yeah, remember in the old days, you call someone a communist, they fight you. Well, calling someone a communist is like calling someone a rapist or something back then. Oh boy, people get fired up when you call people communist. Yeah, yeah, it's different in those days. Very different. Yeah, yep, yeah, yeah. When I lived in DuPont, you didn't swear. They told the parents. My father, he'd whip me for swearing. But if you say damn and hell, for example, okay, as long as you say damn is blocking water for stuff like that, that's fine. But you don't talk about it constantly. And hell is what you hear in Sunday school from the Sunday school teacher. If Timmy doesn't obey God, he's going to go to hell. That's what I quote from my Sunday school teacher to my father. That's fine. But other than that, if you use it any other way, that's going to whip it. A lot of people in the neighborhood. But as time went by, in the 80s, people started moving in from South Minneapolis, took over in other cities, and people swear all over the place now. Every time you walk by people these days, a lot of people use foul language. I mean, I don't generally care myself, no, but but it's more accepted now. Foul language, it's a lot more accepted now. Ouch. A lot more accepted. Yep. Nowadays, hairstyles there isn't really much of one anymore, unless you're in a probably very rich neighborhood, maybe. But yeah, yeah, things are different. Yeah, I remember those cars in the 50s, 60s would roar down the street at night, sometimes fire up the tires. was so weird. Hey, Kool-Aid Ham Man, hello. Welcome. 10 votes. 7 males, 3 females thus far. 2 girls for 2 boys for every girl. Yeah, I've been doing better this year thus far, Kool-Aid Ham Man. So far, it's been better this year. The Grand Marquis is, yeah. The Grand Marquis has ran great. The Grand Marquis has ran great. And my snapping ankle again. Weird. I show that and put it on a YouTube sometime. There's the female. Yeah, Pisonanus, the female. Yeah. I'm just flying around tonight. Flying in orbit. That's what I'm doing. I'm just flying in orbit. Pisonanus. Oh, I must have slipped a little bit. Yeah, you're the guy from Greece. Remember Pisonanus? Yeah, you're from Greece. Yeah. Yeah, there's a. Stretch my legs a little bit. Oh, man. Okay, let's see. 12 votes. Okay, let's see. 6. I think it's 7 male, 5 female. No, you don't want to do this one. This plate is about 45 years old. Heavy Groundhog Day, Mr. Quadrillion. This plate is at least 45 years old. I'm never going to wreck it. You never wreck old plates because they don't wear out. New plates, they will wear out. Oh, yeah, I got... I got one tin I washed once and it discolored. I bought from Menards. It's hanging up. I use it to put my cups in. Yeah, that's true. Things on my bed. Oh, it's plate. In my champion subscribers. In my breathing machine so I can breathe. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that's my pillow. That's my bed partner. Yeah. Yeah, and the long hose is just weird. The hose is taller than me, and I'm 6 foot tall. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, this one was part of a set. I bought it let's see, the Boys and Girls Club in Detroit Lakes, Minnesota, in the old Pomida building. And this one I bought at Walmart. This was original, I think $28. I paid $4.80. $4.80. Decided to buy it. But if I see championship belts on clearance dirt cheap, I'm going to buy it, for props. Sometimes I'll just buy things for props, Well, just like that Native American head over there. That little chip I paid like $2 for. Yeah. I'll show you the Native American one. Make sure you can read this. $24.99. Pay $2. The only thing wrong with it, a little chip right there. That's it. Yep. Little chip right there. Yeah. Yeah, probably. At thrift shops, a lot of times they don't know their prices. Yeah, you could see that's the thing about thrift shops. When you go there, kind of know your prices on things. Sometimes you'll get very cheap deals, just like my Burnsville high school jacket, the state championship one. I only paid $17.99. That's 100% leather. That's actually 100% leather. $17.99 at the Salvation Army in Brainerd, Minnesota. It is an actual Burnsville Braves high school state football championship jacket in 1992. Only about 42 players get that. I know, or 50 or 60, depending on how many players are on the roster at the particular high school. Yeah, and I think I don't know. I think all the schools like put money together for a state championship. I think that's how they do that, or something, or private donations, or I've been to Fargo, Paisanos. I've been to Fargo. I got a YouTube video. I drove from Brainerd, Minnesota to Fargo, North Dakota. That's my second most viewed video on YouTube. Hey, Ivor. Yeah, I met you in Wadena, Minnesota, outside of Walmart. I know that. No, Brainerd. No, Brainerd is pretty far from Fargo. Brainerd is 140 miles east of Fargo. Ivor can tell you that. Brainerd is pretty far from Fargo. Brainerd is in the central part of Minnesota. Fargo is east, and Fargo's on the North Dakota side. Yeah. Oh no, Fargo. The movie Fargo is false on how they portray Fargo. Ivor can tell you that too. Ivor knows a lot of people from Fargo, and people from Fargo, North Dakota, are very intelligent. Ain't that right, Ivor? You know people in Fargo. Yeah. Well, if you're from the South, yeah, that's true. It's just like from the South, you watch the Dukes of Hazzard. Yeah, look at that car real fast, hey man. We'll shoot that thing baby up and then make it go about 140 miles an hour. Oh yeah. Oh, and whatever. Yeah, all that false crap. You know, movies are just false. A lot of movies, they just make up. Yeah, they just make up stuff to make money. That's what they do. Yeah, yes, that's true. Uh-huh. I told my father I live in a bigger city in the smaller town. When we were driving to Fargo, he yelled at me from Fargo, Minnesota, all the way to New York Mills, which is about 80 miles straight of yelling. And then I was driving around, and then I accidentally went through the stop sign. My dad shut up, and then I said, Dad, you almost wiped me out. You just keep yelling. I can't drive when you're screaming in my ear all the time. He shut up for about 2 minutes, and he yelled the rest of the way home. And then he kept yelling when I went downstairs and go to sleep. And finally, after about another half hour, 45 minutes of moaning at my mother, I don't think my mother was listening because her hearing aids were off. He went to sleep, and then I slept too. Yeah, it was weird. That was so weird. Of course, my dad, he was having strokes, and his memory was going away too, and he was dying. He used to be like a very heavy guy in the stomach. Yeah. Yeah, just, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've known parents like that too. You know, yeah, I used to know parents of kids, they like have these dirty magazines. They like put them underneath the bed. Sometimes the kids would look through it, and parents would say, Jamie, put the magazines back. You're not supposed to look at it. Then you'd have to put them back. And Yeah, it's just loosely put away. Yeah, some of those parents were just weird, you know? Yeah, some of those parents back then were just weird, you know? Very weird people. They do what they want to do, and their kids learn to do what they want to do. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the truth. Yeah, I got 6 people tonight. Boy, the chat room is really jumping. It's going to be a party. And of course, when I look at top chat, it won't show 6. It'll show about what 2 or 3 if I'm lucky. Yeah, goofy chat. No snow in Wadena. Oh wow, yeah. Same down Mankato. Yeah. It's been no snow for about a week. Yeah, no snow for about a week. Yeah, yeah. Temperature is the same most of the time, but sometimes we're like 5 degrees warmer. It's just weird. When the room I'm in, oh yeah, oh yeah. In the room I'm in, it's warm enough for shorts. Let's see, the heat is off and temperature 77 degrees. Very nice. Very nice. And the weather outside is, I gotta look for a minute here. Yeah, it's 32 degrees. Wind is from the southeast at 12 miles an hour. How many dirt tapes? 0. I don't own any filthy tapes. No, they're just family videos of like my mom, dad, and uncle taking trips with my brother Kenny. Yeah, that's on my YouTube selection. Vintage videos and others I'm not in. Yeah, that's the tapes, and they're not dirty at all. And the one that my late great uncle Buck, that was uploaded for YouTube too. It's nothing exciting. Oh, you mean those kind of videos? No, I've rented them before, but I haven't. Say, could we change the subject on this stuff? I like clean chat better. You take your chat if you want to talk that kind of chat. I don't know. Go to Pornhub or something, or go to Pornhub. I I want to keep the chat clean because a lot of the audience gets offended by pornography. Really. So let's try to can't keep it clean tonight. Then I'll just end the chat right now and we'll chat some other time. That's okay. Yeah. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of unfriendly hosts and stuff. Yeah. A lot of unfriendly hosts. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Ivor. See, yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. You know, but yeah, Ivor can tell you though is Brainerd and Fargo are far away. They're about 140 miles. The trip is pretty far if you go from Brainerd to Fargo. See, from Fargo, you take like a 4-lane road to Wadena. That's outside. I'm inside. I'm not outside the door. I'm not going to go outside. It's 32 degrees. I'll catch cold. Yeah, Highway 10. That's right. From Fargo to Wadena. Okay. And then I don't have to go outside. Nice and honest. Maybe you should. Here's a town for you to live in. Embarrass, Minnesota, the coldest city in the United States outside of Alaska. You should live in the town of Embarrass, Minnesota. Ivor's heard of Embarrass, Minnesota. Very, very cold town in Minnesota. You've heard of Embarrass. There you go. There you go, Python. I should go live in embarrassed Minnesota and go freeze. There you go. Oh, there you go. Oh yeah, that's true. And they get the Highway 210 at Motley. Oh yeah, then you go to that single road in Brainerd where it's like very curvy and yeah, the speed limit's like 55 at the time. And yeah, sometimes these idiots who just ride your bumper, practically kiss your bumper. I hate that, you know. I always do the 1002 method, you know. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Mr. Quadrillion. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's see. It's Yeah. It's a difficult road to get to Brainerd from Motley. I mean, it's a nice road to take, but but the traffic is real busy, and sometimes you get some yo-yo that'll just ride your bumper. Let's say, for example, you're driving, say, you're a Camaro. So you're driving a Camaro. You know, you're being cool, and then some semi or something or big truck will just practically kiss your bumper, and you say, "Oh," but then you're afraid to go fast in your sports car because then the police they target the sports cars. Lots of yes, lots of deer too. There you go. Yep, lots of deer. Oh yes, I hit a deer near Regal, Minnesota that time. I showed it at my Park Avenue in a previous YouTube video. Yeah, I hit that poor doe. She was just standing there, looked like an ornament. I was high and lack of sleep. I hit the deer. My brother says, "Did you hit something?" I said, "Yeah, I hit a deer." Huh? Yeah. 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 It did a lot of damage to the car. I mean, I won't do that for YouTube videos. Oh, no. No, I wouldn't. Because, you see, yeah, you need a car to drive around. Yeah, you need a car. And I was just surprised. And I'm also surprised the airbags didn't go on. You think the airbags might go on if you hit a deer. Hmm. I wonder. It's a good thing the airbags probably didn't go on, just like the time my '89 Cougar when I accidentally hit a K car. I was lucky those airbags didn't go on. The '89 Cougar, that was just liability. And that was 100% my fault because it was out in the left lane on Madison Avenue out by the old Wells Fargo Bank. You know, as I was stopping the vehicle, you see, they forgot to put salt on that road. I slid pretty fast. I kicked it reverse, tried to spin the tires like you wouldn't believe. I hit the K car. The K car had, let's see, I'll tell you which ones. My car had $179 worth of damage, the '89 Cougar. The K car had $775 worth of damage. Oh, yes, the Grand Marquis. Oh, of course, yes. I want to have a full coverage for this one, yeah, because that car only has 53,000 miles. Yeah, my big sister bought it for me. She felt real bad. I said, sister, you don't have to spend that much. She says, Rand, I want to. She says, you took care of mother all those years. You took care of mother and father when they were sick. You put up with them. You cleaned the pee and poop for them. You taller. You sacrificed your life for us. She says, please let me at least buy you a car. I said, okay, thank you. You know, I know. No, it was tough being with your parents 24/7. And then you have a mom with Alzheimer's on top of it. And I couldn't basically leave the house. I always, yeah, yeah, thank you. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy at the time. And then when my mom went to the rest home, a lot of that money was gone. You know, it was, yeah, yeah, I will. I'll tell her, yeah. Yeah, it was $9,300. The car is a little higher. And the only reason the car was that cheap was because the gas prices were
God, it was like $3.89 a gallon in Minnesota at the time. Yeah, because when the gas prices are very high, cars like the Grand Marquis are going to be cheap. Because everybody wants vehicles with great mileage. Or in Minnesota, everybody wants a all-wheel drive SUV or pickup truck. Oh, you should see how much they want for pickup trucks and SUVs these days. Even the junkiest ones, they want a lot of money for it. Yeah, all-wheel drive in Minnesota, boy, prices. You take a vehicle from Texas, like an SUV or four-wheel drive, bring it to Minnesota, you'll get big money for that. Huh? If it's like an old one in nice condition. Oh, yes, I have. I got that written down someplace. Yeah, I've averaged like yeah 20 like 21 miles to the gallon. I got as high as like 25 and a half and as low as 17. Because city driving isn't kind to the Grand Marquis and climbing hills. It climbs hills like nothing, mind you, but it takes a lot of gas to climb hills, more for an 8-cylinder than a 6, because the 8-cylinder, the cylinders like work a lot harder, the 8-cylinder. No, it isn't. No, it's not really bad. As long as a person drives sensible, if a person flies 80, 85 miles an hour, your gas mileage is going to go. But as long as you don't drive that fast, you drive sensible, don't fire the tires up or anything, you get very good gas mileage. And I drive the speed limit, I just enjoy it. I don't need to race the car. I know it's fast. And get this, for the Ford Mercury vehicle, that was the slowest vehicle they built. That was the slowest. That's hard to believe. Yeah, there you go. Oh yes, it'll fire the tires up, but I just don't do that. I like to drive sensible, and law enforcement too. Yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah, 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 whatever. Well, anyway, yeah, for gasoline, yeah, it gets very good mileage as long as the person drives sensible. Yeah, see, Ivor, if you ever know somebody, a good friend who takes care of their vehicle mechanics, say, if you can get a Grand Marquis or a Crown Vic really cheap, grab it. Grab it, whatever you do. If you see one real cheap and someone does real good mechanical work, because remember, rear wheel drive is like full frame. That's going to last longer in the Park Avenue. That car will probably last as long as I live. Probably longer. Because for front wheel drive, it's not full frame. It's partial frame. That's what John's Auto told me in Wadena, Minnesota, when I had the front wheel drive in the 92 Olds 88. John's told me that. They said it was so weak that your engine will fall through. That's what they told me. Yeah. Oh, wow. Well, they'll still get law enforcement vehicles anyway. They'll still get a lot of customers. Yeah. Johns and we didn't get along at all. He just didn't like me. I didn't know why. I was always nice to him, but that's fine. But he gets a lot of customers. I had a friend named Dwayne who lived in Wadena. He told me, Dwayne says, oh, John's real nice to me. Always talks nice to me. And he says, I like John. Yeah. Oh, Paisanos. Wadena, Minnesota is in the United States of America. It's like 180 miles from Canada, and where Wadena is in central Minnesota, you don't see too many Canadians. You see just mostly Amish, most of the people who are natives there, native people, excuse me, the ones that have lived there all their lives. Some come from the Twin Cities and some move there. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, Wadena is pretty much United States. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they have a bar in the town. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, old Larry's store. They'll make it. I'm sure they're gonna make it. You know, I bet too, Ivor. I think they'll probably get a. Are they gonna like get a car dealership going kind of too at Larry's? Are they gonna kind of like go have like 10 cars or something? Did you heard? Have you heard that they're gonna like sell cars probably on the side or trucks or vans or SUVs? Not that you know. Oh, okay. Maybe they don't want to. That's a lot of hassle too. Yeah, I'm sure they don't want the hassle. Because selling vehicles is a hassle. Yeah. 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 Cal's is very huge. Yeah. Yeah. I've heard that's owned by someone that's, what was it? That's it. What my dad says. Someone that's related to Mike Carr, the sheriff, or something. That's what I heard. I don't know. My dad hears all kinds of rumors, and who knows. That's one thing about my dad. One thing about my father. The character he kind of remind me of was Alverna Bradshaw from the Beverly Hillbillies. Always sticking the nose in everybody's business. Yeah, nosy Alverna Bradshaw in the Beverly Hillbillies. That was funny. Yeah, she just that lady made me laugh. Plain Alverna Bradshaw, the gossip, big town gossip. Yeah, yeah. All her name was Alman or something. Yeah, yeah. But that show was funny. The Beverly Hillbillies, especially that time. Oh, that was it when he wanted to see Alverna Bradshaw's bikini. Then Shorty has like a jug of some moonshine. Alverna shows and then he drinks drinks up the moonshine. Yeah, that was funny. Yeah, yeah, that was funny too. Jethro. Oh yeah, yeah. Jethro is a name, American name. So is Jed. Um, so is Milburn. Um, so is Ellie Mae. Uh, Daisy too is an American name. Yeah, yeah. But let's see. Yeah, 16 votes. Wow, boy. Well, we're just getting up the votes. Either that or you guys are creating 2 accounts and making the room bigger. I don't know. I'm just kidding. Wow, the chat room's just hopping tonight. Holy, holy. Yeah, so do I. Yeah. Or how about be outside of a Clampett so you can take Ellie Mae, you know, take old Ellie Mae Clampett. Yeah. Yeah, they pretend like she was like 14 years old and actually she was in her mid 20s. They pretend like she was 14. Yeah. But the show is just wow. Yeah. Yeah, then Melbourne Drysdale, he hire all these secretaries. They all were like models except for Miss Jane. They always made her like she was like a homely woman or something. Could get dates, wanted Jethro. Jethro didn't want her. That was funny. Yeah. Yeah. Boy. I see who's in the chat room today. All right. Okay. The Addams Family is much better than the Munsters, in my opinion, because the characters to me were funnier. Head of the household, John Astin was a better actor than Fred Gwynn. Carolyn Jones was better than Yvonne DiCarlo. Let's see, Uncle Fester was, or was it? You like the Munsters better? Oh, that's cool. That's a good show too. You have a different opinion. If you think their acting's better, that's fine. That's fine. Everybody's got an opinion. Oh, the ones nowadays? No. I haven't watched regular TV in years. The 80s were kind of falling apart. The 90s were getting worse, except I watched the beginning of Fox Channel. They had some good shows like New York Undercover and Rock. They had good shows on there in the beginning. The Fox Channel. Yeah, they had some very good shows that the other networks didn't want. Fox took them and they became popular, especially Rock. Rock played Rock Emerson. No, you can buy those on DVD if you want. Oh, the Munsters or the Addams? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I guess Grandpa has his magic, and the Addams don't have magic, not as I know of. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, they didn't. Oh, yeah, the Addams really didn't have magic. But without the magic, the Addams family was much larger. But the only thing is you can't have the kids, Pugsley and Wednesday, fight. They're too small, so you have to leave them out. I kind of doubted Ivor because I've checked my YouTube watch hours. They're like 45% of what they're supposed to. 45% less. So no, I won't make any money. I checked on it. And if you just do the short pictures, you have to have 3 million views. You have to be a celebrity. Oh yeah, you talk about Butch Patrick. Yeah, he'd waste Rudd Weatherwax. I think he definitely would. Yeah. And listen, between Fred Gwynn and Ted Cassidy, that'd be a good fight. Yeah, that'd be a good fight. And let's see, Yvonne DiCarlo and Carolyn Jones. I think Yvonne DiCarlo would probably win. She looks tougher than Carolyn Jones. Yeah. And let's see. I don't think Grandpa would win against either Uncle Fester, well, especially when we win against Uncle Fester. Or let's see. John Astin, that's right. Now, if you like the Munsters better, Dave, that's fine. I think you like their cool car better. That hot rod they have. Oh, other YouTube videos? Oh yeah. Yes, I do. Yeah, I'm subscribed to like Jay Leno's Garage. I like that. Did you ever watch that, Ivor? Jay Leno's Garage? That's very good. You just see all the vehicles he owns. You just see the guests he gets. Yeah, they're just very interesting vehicles. Jay owns vehicles that he's the only owner on planet Earth, at least 6, 7 of them. Yeah, he owns a 1925 electric car that was once owned by Howard Hughes. And he owns another vehicle that was once owned by Fatty Arbuckle, the late actor who died in 1930. And those vehicles are worth millions. Did you ever see that one, Ivor? I think but if you don't like, depends if you like Jay Leno as a personality or not. Some do, some don't. I like him because he just talks about vehicles and that's it. And there's some other ones. I watch 4K Walking. I watch Charlie Bo 313. Big Haas. Yeah, he died in 1972. Yeah. Well, anyway. Yeah, and I also watch Charlie Bo 313. It shows him driving in the worst parts of the United States. He drives through them. He walks through them with a camera. Yeah. If you ever watch driving videos, he's the most gutsy one by far on YouTube. He'll go to areas none of us could walk through. Even my 17 votes on YouTube, he's assuming 17 people, we wouldn't survive in a lot of the neighborhoods Charlie goes through. Oh, anyway, yeah, the Andy Griffith Show. Yeah, it's interesting history. Yeah, I like that one lady. She's the lady and this friend of hers. They always wanted to date Andy and Barney, and the one that liked Andy, she was actually very pretty. Hi, doll, and she was actually a very pretty lady. But then Andy, he had interest in other ones. Oh, of course, the ladies he dated, that school teacher, she was actually prettier. Yeah, obviously. But I mean, no, that one that said hi, doll, she was actually very pretty too. Yeah, the Andy Griffith Show got some pretty ladies on there a lot of the time, except on B, she always had these ugly ones that always gossiped about everybody's business. Yeah, always up to date about everybody else's business and stuff. Yeah, that was funny show in its own way. Very accurate on people you know. The Andy Griffith Show, as I see it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's I heard too. And so does Jay Leno's wife. Jay Leno's wife has dementia too, Alzheimer's. Yep. Yeah, a lot of people are getting that. I wish they're getting closer to a cure. I haven't really heard any updates on it, but I'm just looking forward to a cure because if they can cure this, they can close down at least half the nursing homes in the United States. At least half. Because a lot of your people in the rest homes have Alzheimer's and dementia, and without that, they can close them down. They can close a lot of them down. And the way some of those nursing homes are run, they ought to stick some of those owners and stuff in prison, in my opinion. But what can I do, right? They got money, they got lawyers, they get out of jail. A lot of people in the rest homes, middle class or poor, or families who, oh, here you go, grandma, grandpa, goodbye. Then forget about them. Yeah. That's how it is in the rest homes. Your best ones, the ones that pay the most money, they're going to treat the residents real good. And they'll hire the best people. Always do. It's always that way. You know, John Lennon's widow, Yoko Ono, she's in her 80s. She gets 24/7 care from at least three doctors and nurses around the clock. I bet she pays them top dollar. A lot of those celebrities will. They get a personal doctor going. Personal doctor will pay top dollar. And all you got to do is take care of them. Because doctor is a tough job. See, a lot of people think, oh, doctors are easy. Boy, all that stress, especially the ones that do operations. But a doctor taking care of one celebrity getting big bucks, that's a dream to a doctor. That's a dream. For the money's sake. I'm sure he or she will be caring, yes, of course. Person just doesn't care. I mean, anybody doesn't care. Yeah. Enough uncaring people in this world, you know. We need more caring people. So much uncaringness in this world. It's sad. Makes me sad. It really does. Too much violence in the streets. I wish it'd stop. Get more of it now than ever. Wish they'd stop it. But nobody listens. They'll do it anyway. Yeah. Look at social media. Go. And they go wreck buildings or whatever. Yeah. Guess what, dum-dum? You're going to rot in prison. Oh, well. Just another day. Just another day. I see, Ivy, are you still here? Why would I say a gynecologist is sickos, Dave? Why would I say that? Why would they be sickos? Most of them aren't. You know how many years of medical school you got to go to be a gynecologist? How much it costs? Makes a school teacher look easy up to high school. The only way to get school paid for if you want to be a gynecologist, I guess, person will have to join the military service. Maybe they can learn there. You know. Yeah, it is. It is very sad, Ivor. Yeah. Yeah, it's essay. A lot of sick people in this world. I mean, even back in the 70s, I met a lot of them, yeah. When I was growing up in Minneapolis, all the racism I was surrounded in. A lot of racism. Huh. What people say about racism now was worse in the 70s. Much worse. People of skin colors other than white, you couldn't walk in the north side around DuPont. I mean, I used to call people names and stuff just like a lot of them. I was an idiot for it. You know, it's my fault. I'll owe up to it. I wish I could meet that family now. I'll tell them I'm sorry. I'll be your friend. If they want to be my friend. They don't. They don't. That's the way it goes. I never threw things at people of different races. No. But some of them did. They threw things at them, pushed them, punched them, kicked them. I didn't. I didn't want to. I didn't want to say anything. But when you're growing up in certain racist areas, you know, you hear from others, and you want to be cool too. See, I was an idiot for it. I'll owe up to it. Why not? You know, I'll owe up to it. And that brings me a thing about professional sports, Ivor. I know a lot of people are disagree, but oh yeah, Fair Oaks. Oh yes. Yep, Fair Oaks. Yeah, let's see, my dad for the restaurant. My dad went to the one in New York Mills. It wasn't that good, but private rooms are real easy to get though. And I think they ignored him because they couldn't stand him. And I don't know, maybe we should have put him someplace else. I don't know. Too bad he wasn't skinnier. I could have helped him, but he was just so fat when he sat between his 2 feet and fell on the floor. I had my back turned. My own father. It was weird. Yep, and when he fell too, just like this, had his glasses on. Here's some bigger glasses going. It's bigger? Yeah, they're a little bigger. See, when he fell on his ear, It split through the glasses, and he fell flat on his face. He was within inches from a curved wall that almost hit his head. If that would have hit his head, he'd have been dead. He would have been dead. And we went to the rest home, all those so-called drinking friends he had, they never visited him. They didn't care. I told my father years ago, he didn't listen. He called me an idiot. I didn't care at the time. That's one of the reasons I basically quit drinking, speaking for myself. I got tired of drinkers lying to me. Speaking for myself. Speaking only for myself, Ivor, and the others. I won't speak for anybody else. I'm only speaking for myself and my experience. All those drinkers owe money, got into fights, got in trouble. I thought, nope, goodbye. Yeah, they did. They had a state hospital in Fergus Falls. Yep. But I've seen it when I drove by. It's kind of deteriorating. I didn't do that one for my YouTube channel, or I didn't go close by for two reasons. One, I'd have to get real close up, good views of the videos. But then trouble is, if law enforcement comes by and you're a stranger in town, they might get mad. Or maybe rough you or something if they're in a bad mood. If you're an outside person outside of town, they might think I'm up to mischief or something, you know. And that was one reason at the state hospital. And was it another one? Because they have a lot of Norway rats inside. Those big Norway rats, they get as big as cats. I don't want to meet a Norway rat. I heard they bite hard and get rabies. I wouldn't want to go in that building. You couldn't pay me enough, unless if I wore a total suit where it covers me head to toe, where a rat couldn't bite me. Yeah. The Norway rats, yeah, they're into water, yes. But river rats aren't as big. Norway rats are just these huge rats. Ivor knows what I'm talking about. He knows about the Norway rats, and he's heard other people talk about the Norway rats. He knows what I'm talking about. Because in the Wadena feed mill at the time, before it got torn down, there was these Norway rats that like run around to eat this old grains and stuff like that. That was like left behind and all that other stuff. Yeah, sometimes stray cats would run around and catch and eat small mice, because there are a lot of small mice in there too, of course. Cats will just go in there and catch it. Hopefully you're not stray or anything. Good night, Ari Kane. Thank you for stopping by. Okay. All right, Pythonatus. Yeah, you tend to your olives. Yeah. Tend to those olives. Yep. Good night. Sleep tight and don't let the bugs in the olive field bite, as we say. Yeah. Well, anyway, yeah. My mother, she went to that one in Staples. It was kind of good, except she had this roommate named Dorothy. She was strange. You know, of course, she was losing her mind, but she was a very strange lady. Well, okay. If you want to stay, that's fine. But if you have something better to do, like watch what you want to watch on other YouTube videos, you know, that's okay. You know, if you want to watch Justin Bieber sing, or you want to watch Meet the Press or something like that, that's fine. Or if you want to watch, no, just kidding. Watch what you want. Justin Bieber. No, I just, my nephew, Reed, that's his favorite singer, Justin Bieber. He calls him the Biebs. You know, it's a different era than me. I'm not a Justin Bieber fan, so kids are different these days. That's the way it is. Yeah, they do. People do break. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. What about the state hospital in Brainerd? Excuse me, Fergus Falls. Yeah, has a lot of history. But now it's. I haven't driven to Fergus Falls lately, so I don't really. Unless if you know someone in Fergus Falls that can give you updates, Cyber. I don't personally know anybody in Fergus Falls, but I I think the reason they don't demolish the building is because it costs a lot of money, to demolish. I think it's cheaper first to let it, you know, deteriorate, then it falls apart by itself. Then they can clean it up. Yeah, a lot of rats in there too. Yeah, a lot of old medications they've left behind. I'm sure the rats nibbled that up too. Oh yeah, rats. Yeah, yeah, the old rats. That's right. Yeah, yeah, the old rats. Yep, I remember. Yep. Yep, they had a lot of big rats, once they abandoned the buildings, you know. Yeah, it's interesting. Johnson's going to move to the old Larry's. Boy, that's going to be a big repair shop. Hmm. I know Steve will stay where he's at, though, of course, because Steve, he makes more than enough money, because he gets a lot of customers. Sometimes just to change your oil, you got to wait up to 2 weeks. 2 weeks sometimes. But if you're a regular customer, he'll sometimes squeeze you in. He'll call other customers first. Someone at the set time will ask me, "Hey, Randy, instead of 2 weeks from now, how about you want to come today? A couple hours? I got an appointment just canceled." Yeah, okay. I go over there and get it done then. Yeah. Oh yeah. I like black olives. Yeah, they're delicious. Anyway, yeah, yeah. I miss Steve's alignment too. That was to me that was the best garage in my opinion, in central Minnesota. Hmm. Yeah, though, in knowledge, they're about the same as any major garage, any of them. The major garages charge a lot more money too, but the major garages get the best people. They get the best mechanics. Yeah, they get the best. Oh boy, I just well, let's see now. I got 17 votes. I got 65% male, 35% female. Wow. Yeah, sounds great. Yeah, sounds great. Yeah. Yep. Rats too. They eat everything. Yeah. They give diseases if they bite humans, and there's a lot of times there's kids, well, they'll do exploring things. Whatever you do, parents, if you're parents out there, please tell your kids do not explore in abandoned buildings who get bitten by rats. Seriously. Yeah. And they get those rabies or other diseases too. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes. Because one time I talked to my mother, it was about this abandoned building. My mother would say, "Don't you go in abandoned buildings now. Those rats will bite you, get rabies, you die." Really, Mom? Yes, you will die. You want to die? No. Then don't go in the buildings then. Okay, Mom. I won't. I listen to my mom. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Steve's. Oh, yeah. Steve and Robin, too. They're both equal in knowledge, actually. Robin Wakescheid, his wife, she has equal knowledge, actually. Yeah. She can fix engines, too. I can tell. Yeah, they got about equal knowledge. Yeah. About equal. Yep. Equal knowledge. Oh, yeah. If Steve wanted to, he could fix a car, take it to Brainerd. He'd be probably in the I'd say at least the top 6% in wins. But Steve doesn't want to do that because that costs too much money, you know. But he could. He'd do very well in the Brainerd racetrack. He would. Steve and Robin Wakescheid would. I know they sponsored a softball team because at the park, yeah, because sponsoring a softball team's like, I don't know, $500-600 a season. Steve, he'd sponsor for the right people, you know. Oh yeah, Steve, he'd find the best athletes, better athletes than I am. Oh yeah. Yeah, you get some of those people in law enforcement playing softball. They're the great athletes. The ones in law enforcement, they'll dominate the league in hits, and they're the better fielders too. The ones in law enforcement. Yeah, so that's one thing. They're good ball players because I remember Miller Lite in Park Rapids. Yeah, when we used to play against them, Miller Lite was always dominating people. Yeah, because they were all in law enforcement. That's why. God, I remember when they went against the Dixie Hurricanes out in the Park Rapids, Minnesota, out in the Olson Field. It'd be home runs after home runs. Yeah, those guys could hit. Do you have a shop? Yes, I do. I go to the Ford dealership in Mankato. Yeah. They're expensive, but they can fix. Yep. Yep. I go to that one in Mankato, the Ford one. Yeah. Yep. It's out by Hy-Vee and stuff. It's kind of kitty corner. No, it's kind of close to Walmart. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure there's other good shops, but at this point, I'm going to stick to the dealership garage myself. Unless if I know the garage personally fixes law enforcement vehicles, like Steve. Well, John's is a good garage. John's is a good garage. I'm not going to say don't go to John's. Like I said, I had a good friend named Dwayne. He went to John's. John got along with Dwayne just fine. He really liked Dwayne. He didn't like me. That was fine. I just go someplace else. That's cool. He has his customers he likes and dislikes. I'm sure Steve does too. If my father would have been alive and if he ever talked Steve about charging too high prices in the garage, Steve would just tell him, then get out of here. Don't do business with me anymore. If my dad starts bawling, he'll just tell him to shut up or I'll call the cops. Steve would do that to my dad. I know he would. I know he would. Because they were excellent mechanics. They could even charge more, and I still would have went through the garage, even if they would have charged more. Yeah, they're cheaper than the major dealer garages, I'll tell you that. But, but good enough where they can have that extra money to put in the bank or buy a fancy vehicle or buy the nicest house by the lake or something with patios and nice 3-car heated garage. Maybe Steve and Robin have a classic car they take care of. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know their business, but but if they do, that's cool. Yeah. Well, anybody have any other things to say? This is fun. Hey, yeah, you just, yeah, yeah. That Fargo to Warhead video I did on YouTube, I think of all the driving videos, I think that was the best one. That and the one in New Orleans with Brian. I think those are the two best ones. Just as going around the town and the public was walking around. That was just so trippy. That's just so trippy. Yeah, I was watching the people, the way they acted in New Orleans really tripped me out doing that video. Yeah, and I don't understand, Brian, how you're doing great on YouTube, but every video of his didn't go viral, so he gave up. That's Brian. I told him, I said, who cares? Have fun, Brian. Who cares if you have 5 views? At least you have 5 views. Have fun, I told him. Brian says, I don't rain. He said, hey, just give up. Yeah, that's Brian. Yeah. That is Brian, all right. Yeah. Yep. Let's see who's. Oopsie. No. Huh. All right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to be glad I'll be doing more things on YouTube this year. I'm going to try to look up parades and stuff like that. Yeah. No, that's going to be tough to beat, the one in Vining. That's going to be tough to beat. That's the best parade video by far I've ever done, the one in Vining. Let's see. Well, I did the one that was weird. I'll tell you the one that was weird, Ivor. The time I did one in Parker's Prairie, this one grandmotherly lady just kept going in front of my camera all the time. Her grandson was with her, of course, and she had grandkids that are going around. That lady was so nice. I couldn't say anything. I just let her be in the video. I thought, oh, well. And then those other places, though, it was already taken by people, because the crowds are like pretty crowded in that one in Parker's Prairie. It was crowded. Except for that one spot, I thought I had it. The lady kept going in front of my camera. She was a nice lady, though. I did do some editing out, of certain things, but it was, yeah, she's just, yeah, she's just a real nice lady. Yeah, kept being in front of my camera all the time. That was just, I had a good time, though. No complaints. If I saw that lady again, I'd shake her hand. I'd say, hey, you're in my video. And you were great. You're kind to your grandkids. I look up to you, I tell her. You're kind to your grandkids. You gave them great advice. She was with her grandson. Grandson didn't say much, but he was all right. But I'll tell you one thing. She would have been bothered. Her grandson her son, it was probably her son, yeah. Her son would punch somebody in the mouth. He would have done it, too. You could tell he was a tough guy. I could tell he was tough by looking at him. Oh, yeah. I just still get a kick out of the one at Parker's Prairie. Let's see. What other ones did I do? Let's see. I did that one in Staples, the railroad days. No railroads. And did that one in, Sauk Center. The first one, they canceled the parade half hour before it started. Okay, parade's canceled. Everybody go home now. I thought, what? drove drove 40 miles to do a parade and they cancel it a half hour before it starts. But I went back again. I didn't care. And then when I did my Randy the Wild Horse thing in front of that bald-headed Sox Center cop, he shakes his head angry. But I was glad he didn't make him mad, though. Because I'll tell you, say, Ivor, are you still here? Or did you leave? Are you still here? Are you still here? Where are you gone? I wonder if this YouTube thing works or not. I don't know. Not really sure. Oops. Come on. Nope. Like nobody's there. So, okay, 17 votes. That's 65 to 35, whatever that means. If anybody's still in the room, I'll keep talking. No one's in the room, I'm going to go. All right, I'm going to go now. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. Thank you for the 17 votes. 65% male, 35% female. You've all been wonderful tonight. I don't get a lot of views like other channels. I don't care. This is my hobby, right? Bye.